Yeah, my siblings and I were very chill. You know, we
would have like
minded our
fights.
business.
I have two sisters, so we get
Yes.
like, you know, fights about clothes. I've got hit with an air freshener once, you know,
Oh, yeah.
in the face.
Yeah,
nothing,
yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy. Nothing like a 21-year-old secret.
Exactly.
Yes.
That was funny. The genuine expressions on their faces.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, loved it.
Oh, yeah. Perfect surprise.
And coming up in our next hour of Good Morning Northwest, a new bill heading through the state legislature aims to provide more resources and protection to victims of domestic violence. And a West Richland woman extradited to Florida on murder charges was back in court yesterday. We'll have the updates in the case coming up. And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 5:59 on Thursday, February 8th. We'll check in right away this morning on your weather forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. And Tiffany, I hear we're going to get some sun today, and I'm super excited about that. What more can you tell us?
I know, me too. And I'm super excited to say that there's no fog out there this morning, and we can actually see outside of our sky cam. So this is a welcome change for all of us this morning. 35 degrees. We do have a lot of clouds around. The winds are light, and that's sunrise at 7:11. Look at the visibility. Not much to show you on this map, but this has been the topic of conversation over the past 2 weeks or so. So this is why I'm showing it to you. You can see all of the 10s indicating that we don't have any fog out there. Temperatures are currently in the mid to upper 30s. We have seen some breaks in the clouds, so Tri-Cities, you've dropped to 35. 39 in Walla Walla, 34 in Yakima, 34 in Prosser, and 38 degrees in Pendleton. So these temperatures may drop a few more degrees before the sun rises, depending on where the breaks in the clouds are. Your commute forecast is looking much better today. Temperatures in the 30s, just mostly cloudy this morning, more sunshine this afternoon. So make sure you have those sunglasses close by with high temperatures around 50 degrees. We have a chance for rain and snow showers in the forecast overnight into tomorrow. We'll have your hour by hour forecast and also look ahead to your big weekend forecast coming up in a bit. Jessica, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. A new bill currently in front of Washington state lawmakers could increase support for domestic violence victims. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma spoke with the bill's author, State Representative Gina Mossbrucker, about her goal to protect victims of domestic violence once their offenders have been released.
Anytime that a perpetrator of someone who's been abused by a felony domestic violence, usually a repeat offender, knows that that perpetrator is going to be leaving and free to harm them again, and hopefully not, but they worry about that, then it creates another layer of trauma. So we're doing everything we can to be as transparent as with the person who's been harmed and making sure that they are supervised until they're able to not harm that survivor again.
State Representative Gina Mossbrucker says she is hoping to close a big loophole with the bill that deals with supervision after an offender is released. I spoke to Jody Gerritsen, who is the executive of SARC, the Support Advocacy and Resource Center in Richland, on what this bill could mean if passed for domestic violence survivors in our region.
If a victim of domestic violence has an offender that's been released from prison and they are notified, as this bill should ensure, that will allow the victim to be able to keep track of where that offender is located, know if they are in the same community, be able to get a safety plan in place. If they are notified by the offender, if they try to contact them, then I would just encourage them to contact law enforcement to be sure that all that information is on record.
Getting to the bottom of this issue is about first understanding how to identify domestic violence. Gerritsen says it's not something that suddenly happens in a relationship.
Domestic violence generally doesn't happen all at once. It's usually smaller increments that an individual may start doing. For example, isolating someone from their friends and family, starting to say things that really erode at their confidence, their self-esteem, really becoming quite contrary and not being concerned about the other as an equal partner. Oftentimes, domestic violence doesn't start out the physical part to be from a nice, kind person to someone who's extremely violent. It can start smaller.
Gerritsen says that once domestic violence starts in a relationship, it is not going to stop after the first act of violence.
That when there is a domestic violence act, that the individual will go what's called through the honeymoon phase, where they will act loving and sorrowful to their victim, and it will never happen again, may send them flowers, all of these things, and then it happens all over. Generally speaking, the act will continue and just go in a cycle.
Garrettson says this bill will allow victims to know that they are not alone and that the state will support them by making sure they can have a safety plan in place once the offender is released.
It's important that they understand that where they are at in the community, if they live in a different place, they should very well have a protection order already intact, making sure they have that available so that if they do need to call law enforcement, they're able to show them their protection order and really just get a good safety plan in place.
Affected by domestic violence, SARC has a 24-hour crisis intervention support and advocacy and counseling program, and they also work with domestic violence services in Benton and Franklin counties, and they have a shelter for victims. And Tuesday, February 13th is Election Day, and for voters in 5 out of 7 counties in our area, it's time to fill out your ballots and get them in the mail or a ballot drop box. Apple Valley News Now's Austin Reed spoke with the Benton County Auditor about what they'll be doing to avoid election fraud.
It's a great question that you ask, Austin, about whether people have questions or concerns about the process and is there fraud and those types of things. And it has been very important to us to be very open, transparent, and so that the voters have a confidence that the processes are being used are secure, and that ultimately the winner is the winner on election night.
Voters in Benton County will decide the fate of 3 propositions. It is the same story in Franklin and Kittitas counties. There are 4 propositions for voters in Walla Walla County, and in Yakima County, a total of 10 levies are on the ballot.
So you have until 8 p.m. to get your ballot in. And so there are a couple of ways that you can do that. We are a by mail state. And so, the most common way is to put your ballot back in the mail once you've voted it. There is no postage required. We take care of the return postage. We are busy receiving ballots from those that have returned them, registering people that aren't registered yet, or getting replacement ballots from those that may have not received their ballot.
Some hot topic items include Prop 1 for Benton County voters. This proposition would authorize the district to pay its agreed upon share of construction costs for the new Prosser High School. There are 4 school levies in Walla Walla County. In Yakima County, Wapato and Natchez Valley are seeking voter support for some school construction projects. After this election, of course, comes the presidential primary.
Oftentimes we get questions from voters who are not eligible to vote in the election. And so it's important to understand that this is a smaller election and not everybody in the county is eligible to vote. That being said, we do have another election coming up that we are starting to get quite a few questions about. Just right around the corner on March 12th is the presidential primary election.
Special election for our friends in Oregon, so their next chance is the presidential primary. And Shanna Gardner, the West Richland woman who was extradited to Florida to answer for the alleged murder of her ex-husband, appeared in a Florida court yesterday. Along with her estranged second husband, Mario Fernandez, Gardner is accused of murdering her ex-husband and Microsoft executive Jared Bridgen. And this was in front of his then 2-year-old daughter in 2022. Gardner moved across the country from Florida to West Richland during their divorce, where she was found and extradited. Both Gardner and Fernandez appeared in court yesterday morning, where the judge scheduled a pre-trial hearing for next Wednesday, February 14th. And do you like to ski? If so, you'll want to enter to win this great prize package of 2 nights and 4 lift tickets to Schweitzer Mountain. Just visit applevalleynewsnow.com and click on contests, and soon you could be on the slopes of one of the Pacific Northwest's great ski resorts. We'll choose a winner at random after February 15th, so get your entry in today. Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, a cyber attack on a children's hospital in Chicago is entering its 9th day as hospitals have become a frequent target for hackers. And taking a look outside, 35 degrees now. Sunrise is at a 7:11, easy to remember. We'll be back with more headlines right after this.
Want to test drive U.S. Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Here we go.
Hey, I wonder if U.S. Cellular lets me stream in my rec room. Yep, it's working.
Test drive U.S. Cellular's award-winning network free for 30 days.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through March 31st, receive rebates up to $1,600 off on a new Daikin Fit system and thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Experience winter fun at Silver Mountain Resort. Enjoy some of the best terrain in the region, only 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Relax in a beautiful condo, just a stroll away from dining, water slides, indoor surfing, and 84 degrees. And a gondola ride away from our covered carpet lift, tubing, and acres of snow rider heaven. Family memories are made at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
Prepare to be swept off your feet at Legends Casino Hotel in February. Win a chance to play the Planet Love game board every Thursday, and you could claim up to $25,000. Who needs a crummy box of chocolates or bouquet of wilted flowers when you can score between $1,500 and $25,000 just by using your Legends rewards card to earn entries? Come on, do you really want all that romance stuff in February or a big wad of lustful loot? Land on Planet Love at Legends Casino Hotel for a chance to win thousands.
Save thousands on the new Revolutionary Swim Spa at a one-time sale. Friday through Sunday. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation and one day only. New 2024 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Today, we seize the day, because at U.S. Cellular, you can get an epic Samsung Galaxy S24 with Galaxy AI.
Even me?
Look under your chair. That's right.
Get the Samsung Galaxy S24 on us, U.S. Cellular.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We turn now to another cyber attack targeting another major hospital, raising questions about patient care and security as well. ABC's Lionel Moyes has the details.
This morning, a cyber attack on a children's hospital in Chicago is entering its 9th day. Since last Wednesday, Lurie Children's Hospital's phones and computers have been offline, patients' medical records inaccessible. Experts warn it could take weeks to get the hospital systems back up and running.
That's why cybersecurity attacks are so damaging, because there's not an answer about how long it's going to take.
The FBI is now investigating the attack, which has forced the hospital to cancel some procedures and elective surgeries. The hospital saying, "We recognize the frustration of not having clarity on when this will be resolved. Our investigation remains ongoing, and we are working around the clock to resolve this matter."
They're looking perhaps at the security at their workstation level, mobile devices, PCs, Macs, at that level. And they're also looking at the system level, like who has access to the server.
Hospitals have been a frequent target for hackers. In December, a cybercriminal group targeted another Chicago hospital, demanding nearly $1 million to not leak patients' personal information. 1 month earlier, a cyber attack on a large healthcare company forced hospitals in 3 states to close their emergency rooms.
That's been an underserved area of cybersecurity investments. And so now we need to catch up, and we need to make sure we raise the bar.
Lionel Moyes, ABC News, New York.
A record 725 major security breaches in the healthcare industry reported to federal officials last year. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, February is National Career and Technical Education, or CTE Month. When we come back, we'll hear from the CTE director for the Richland School District on the importance of the program. Taking a look outside, temperature is 35 degrees, clear skies, no fog. It'll be a nice day is what I hear. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have more in that first alert full forecast. We'll be right back.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last. Plus, 6 years, no interest. The President's Day Super Sale. On now at Furniture Row.
Special Agent Will Trent, GBI. What can I do for you?
Boom, boom, boom.
I have reason to believe someone's trying to kill you. Faith, we found a bomb. You got 6 minutes to clear the building.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
Dear Winter, we're coming. Our squad of vehicles, with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of our game. Bundle up. Toyota.
Toyota has 22 all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles, more than any other brand. Find yours at toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or check out the Summit Queen for only $299.99. Plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. The President's Day Super Sale, only at Denver Mattress.
Does your phone have the Apple Valley News Now app? With top local stories, first alert weather, and an easy way to enter our contests. Make Apple Valley News Now your go-to information app. Search and download on the App Store or Google Play.
I'm not going to disagree with you.
Your leg is going nuts under the table right now. You're like a little chihuahua. Rah.
Next live, Camila Mendez from Upgraded. Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
I-82's Fred G. Redmond Bridge on Fly the Northwest, Tuesday. From Apple Valley News Now, first alert weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning. I hope everyone is having a good start to their Thursday. And we don't have any fog to speak of right now across the Columbia Basin. So we are fog free, and our sunrise is coming up at 7:11. So we have a little under an hour to go. Sunsets at 5:11 this evening. And I want to show you the visibility map because everyone is at 10 miles. That means we don't have any fog out there. Cle Elum, that's the only location where you may encounter some fog. So if you're headed north and west out of Ellensburg, that's where you could encounter some reduced visibility. Everywhere else, doing just fine this morning. Finally, a nice change. It's 35 degrees in the Tri-Cities, 36 in Connell, 39 in Walla Walla, 34 in Yakima, and 26 in Ellensburg. So where we have seen more breaks in the clouds, that is where temperatures are a little bit lower this morning. And our satellite and radar showing that all is quiet primarily across the mid-Columbia. We do have a couple of coastal showers out there, and we're waiting on an upper level disturbance that will be moving out of Canada overnight into tomorrow morning, and that'll bring us another chance for some rain and even some mountain snow. Winter weather advisories have been posted for the northern blues tonight through tomorrow morning, where 5 to 8 inches of snow will be possible in those areas highlighted in purple, and that does include Bluewood. So that may be a good spot to check out if you want to do any weekend skiing. Let's show you our hour-by-hour forecast. This morning, we're just starting off with a lot of clouds. Then we'll see more sunshine during the afternoon. It's going to be a really nice day. How about highs around 50 degrees in the Tri-Cities? 50 in Hermiston, 46 in Prosser, 49 in Yakima. Could be a little bit cooler along the foothills of the Blues, where I do expect the clouds to linger a little bit longer. Then as we take you into tonight, the clouds increase. That system dives in from the north and west, and it'll bring us some precipitation, primarily in the Tri-Cities. It'll be in the form of light rain. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw some wet snowflakes mixing in, but you can see along the Blue Mountains there into portions of Washington and Oregon, that is where the snow will be piling up as temperatures drop into the lower 30s. Obviously, it will be colder in those higher elevations, but Walla Walla 31, 35 in the Tri-Cities, 31 in Toppenish, and 32 in Yakima. So as we go throughout tomorrow morning, we'll have that chance for some light rain showers, maybe mixing in with some light snow showers into portions of the foothills of the Blues. The accumulating snow will be in the higher elevations, and then we're done with any rain and snow, and we'll see breaks in the clouds tomorrow afternoon with high temperatures into the upper 40s, a little bit colder along the foothills of the Blues, with Walla Walla getting tough to reach 40 degrees. 50 today, 48 tomorrow, and then the weekend looking better, close to 50 on Saturday, plenty of sun, 46 degrees for the big game on Sunday. So no travel problems anticipated on Sunday if you're traveling anywhere for a party. 49 today in Yakima, 46 on Friday, middle 40s as we head into the weekend. So a very slight cooling trend, if you can call it that. 45 in Walla Walla. We'll have that chance for scattered rain and snow overnight. No accumulation expected. And then Saturday, we're dry, 44. Hermiston, 50 today with that chance for light rain and snow showers overnight into early Friday. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. In education news now, this month highlights one specific category of education. Apple Valley News Now's Riley Fitzgerald joins us live in studio this morning to tell us about National CTE Month. Good morning, Riley.
Well, good morning, Jessica. Every February,
okay?
schools around the nation celebrate
You
National
hungry?
CTE Month. CTE is career and technical education. The goals for career and technical ed courses are to give students the opportunity to explore career-related opportunities from the classroom. These classes tend to be more hands-on with curriculum surrounding the application of career skills. I asked Richland School District's Director of CTE, Ryan Beard, about how these programs can grow in the school district. Two areas the Richland School District is trying to expand its CTE programs are clean energy and sustainable agriculture. And these are two things the Tri-Cities is pretty well known for.
Locally, we are an energy hub anyway, and now the clean energy sort of push is happening in this region, right? Tri-Cities is going to be a hub. That's by all looks. And so trying to answer to that by building clean energy programs in coordination or collaboration with Washington State Tri-Cities and CBC, who are doing some similar work. So clean energy is a big one, and then sustainable agriculture as well. Two programs that we're really focused on trying to grow.
CTE includes ag science, business and marketing, family consumer science, skilled and technical science, STEM, and health science. Beard says student enrollment in CTE classes have nearly doubled since 2019. In studio, I'm Riley Fitzgerald. Jessica, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Riley. And when we return on Good Morning Northwest, the Girls High School State Bowling Championship took place over the weekend. And when we come back, we talk to a couple seniors from Kennewick High School about their experience at state.
They say post it or it didn't happen. But out here, in the places we were made for, you'll have to take our word for it. Find somewhere the internet's never been. With a family of Broncos designed to get you there.
Lease a 2023 Bronco Sport for $299 a month and get 2015 bonus cash only at your local Ford dealer.
Next Extra, Usher is ready to star in the biggest show on earth.
It doesn't get any bigger, actually.
I'm in Vegas with the superstar dropping major halftime hints and what he's saying about his latest strip down.
Next Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Do you experience persistent hand pain, numbness, or discomfort? Prosser Memorial Health board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. Sam Strebel specializes in advanced procedures including endoscopic carpal tunnel release and trigger finger release. Relieve hand discomfort with expert care and call Prosser Orthopedic Center today at 509-786-5599 to schedule an appointment. This is how we care.
Be advised, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to save 40 to 80% on a hot tub and swim spa Friday through Sunday. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2024 inventory. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. See the revolutionary swim spa. You can exercise, swim, and relax without the expense and maintenance of a pool. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. 18-month interest-free financing. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Meet David Silva of Athena, Oregon.
You're doing something the others aren't doing.
He's an Apple Valley News Now viewer.
The folks, the faces that you have, they're friendly, they're easy to listen to.
And a Stacey Lee fan.
Stacey Lee covers the whole basin. It's nice to turn on the TV.
Good Friday evening to you.
And know that we're going to hear the weather at Walla Walla and Pendleton.
From the Blues to the Cascades. First Alert Weather with Stacey Lee.
She's there for all of us.
On your side.
Next ET, one-on-one with Usher, his Super Bowl halftime confession.
A lot of dance, a lot of energy.
Plus, only we're on set of NCIS and NCIS Hawaii.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Hello there. Watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back. So February 7th was National Women and Girls in Sports Day, a day to honor women's accomplishments and recognize their contributions to sports. So today I want to highlight the Kennewick Lions girls bowling team for their recent win. I have 3 seniors from the team, and can you each start by telling me your name?
My name's Callista.
I'm Courtney.
I'm Clyda.
Well, thank you girls for being here. So starting off, first things first, tell me about your recent win. What exactly did you win?
So we started off by winning the district competition.
Wow.
And then we made our way to state, and we were able to take first by over 400 pins.
Whoa. So every time I've bowled, I've had to use bumpers. So you guys are not using bumpers, are you?
No.
So what was that experience like? What was winning like?
It was honestly super stressful, but once I forgot the motive that I needed to win, it was much easier to just have fun and bowl.
And did you guys always start off playing bowling, or was this something new to you?
I started bowling my sophomore year, so it was pretty new to me. I was playing other sports at the time, and I kind of just picked it up, and we...
So if you had to pick a favorite sport, what would you pick?
Bowling.
Bowling?
Yeah. Bowling.
And so why do you think it's so important to be a part of a team like this, or for girls to join teams like this?
What
kind of skills has it taught you?
I guess kind of like confidence and honestly like teamwork and stuff, because I obviously didn't know either of them before I started bowling, and now we're really good friends.
Yeah.
So the camaraderie is a big one, and that's what I'm hearing a lot from a lot of girls' sports teams. So that's great to hear. Do you guys have a favorite part about being part of this team or bowling in general?
I know Clyda has a good one.
Clyda, you have a good one?
On the bus trip, I enjoyed just hanging out and doing, one year we did karaoke on the bus, and another year, yeah.
We have a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I can see that. It sounds like so much fun. This is something I wish I had done when I was in high school. Well, thank you girls for joining us, and thank you for letting us recognize your accomplishments, and I can't wait to see what more you guys accomplish in the next coming years.
Thank you.
And don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. In football, your team can have a bad season. In real life, when you are having a bad season, you can call Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. And with tens of millions of dollars collected on behalf of clients, we will find the best solution for your situation. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit us online at quantumlegal.com.
People are switching to Spectrum Internet.
We count on Spectrum Internet and the advanced Wi-Fi to always keep us connected and protected.
It's so reliable and fast.
Ever since we switched to Spectrum Internet, our daughter's curiosity has a new spark.
Now we're saving a ton.
Amazing.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month with advanced Wi-Fi, free modem, and free security suite for 12 months with no added taxes or fees. Save even more with our new 2-year price guarantee when you level up to 1 gig. Call 1-833-977-4999 or scan to call.
Call now.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll get right to the point. It's the President's Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress.
Madam President, what's that mean for the average American?
It means saving $100 off every $1,000 you spend.
And Tempur-Pedic?
With bipartisan support, we've allocated up to $500 savings on select adjustable mattress sets and a $300 gift.
And how will the people pay for these so-called savings?
Try 6 years no interest and free shipping. The President's Day Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Be advised, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to save 40 to 80% on a hot tub and swim spa. Friday through Sunday. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2024 inventory. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. See the revolutionary swim spa. You can exercise, swim, and relax without the expense and maintenance of a pool. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. 18-month interest-free financing. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
At Rite Aid, we know your yoga routine is more than a workout. It's a ticket to cheat day. That your eye drops do more than soothe eyes. They keep you scrolling all night. And that your skincare is more than just me time. So from your bedtime routine to your wake-up rituals, it means more at Rite Aid. Get up to date on your flu and COVID-19 vaccinations so you don't miss a moment with the ones you love. Over 60? You may need your RSV vaccination too. Schedule ahead or just walk in.
Hello there. Watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, the U.S. Supreme Court will take up a historic case today that could decide whether Donald Trump is eligible for the 2024 ballot. And the new federal bill authored by a Washington congresswoman aims to make sure patients with disabilities or chronic illnesses have access to the health care they need. And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 6:30 on Thursday, February 8th. We are so close to Friday, so we're going to check in on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. And Tiffany, what kind of weather are we getting this Thursday morning?
No fog out there to speak of, Jessica, so this is a welcome change. It is a little bit colder because we have seen some breaks in the clouds and the fog didn't develop, but I think a lot of you will take the slightly colder weather over the fog any day. I know I certainly would. This is our Legends Casino and Hotel camera showing you that visibility is a-okay this morning as we do have a lot of clouds in place. Temperatures are into the 30s all across the Columbia Basin. We are in the mid to upper 30s. I do want to show you the visibility map now that this has loaded, showing you that we are fog free. Where we are seeing the fog, that's up in Cle Elum, where visibility continues to drop, now below 1/4 mile. So if you're headed west of Ellensburg, keep that in mind that you will encounter some fog during your travels. 39 right now in Walla Walla, 35 in the Tri-Cities, 36 in Connell, 35 in Toppenish, and 34 in Yakima. Wouldn't be surprised if temperatures dropped another degree or two before the sun rises shortly after 7 o'clock, but not much more than that. As the kids are getting ready to head off to school, make sure they're bundled up. 35 degrees, recess 45. They'll definitely see more sunshine on their way home, which is going to be nice. 49, close to 50 degrees today in the Tri-Cities. A big weekend ahead with the big game. We'll have your forecast and we'll also show you the 7-day coming up a little bit later on in the show. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. It's a case that has no real precedent in U.S. history. It's also a decision that could effectively remove former President Trump off the 2024 ballot. Ike Jachi has the details.
This morning, history unfolding at the Supreme Court. Justices will hear oral arguments over whether former President Trump can be kicked off the ballot in Colorado.
For Trump, most obviously, is the question of whether or not
he could be removed from the ballot, not just in Colorado, but in other states.
Colorado took Trump off the ballot in December, claiming he engaged in insurrection against the United States on January 6th, violating Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, a Civil Wartime amendment meant to keep insurrectionists out of government. The exact wording of the amendment will be under scrutiny today because it does not specifically mention the president, only officers of the government. Despite not being convicted for his alleged role in the January 6th riot, Colorado is expected to argue that since Trump participated, he can't be on the ballot.
Therefore, Donald Trump is ineligible to be president of the United States, the same as if he were only 34 years old or not a natural-born citizen, that this is a constitutional qualification, and so he can't appear on the ballot.
Experts believe the High Court will ultimately not grant states the ability to decide who gets to be on their ballots.
They could just say, look, it's up to Congress and not up to us, the Supreme Court, but that itself will be a decision, meaning Colorado can't remove him from the ballot if it's up to Congress.
Oral arguments today could last up to 3 hours. The justices are expected to issue a decision before Colorado's primary on March 5th. And a new bill that would ban federal health care programs from limiting care to patients with disabilities or chronic illnesses just passed the House. House Bill 485, authored by Congresswoman Kathy McMorris Rodgers, would put a stop to federal entities using quality-adjusted life years to approve whether or not treatment for certain patients is cost-effective enough to be paid for by the government. Under former President Obama's Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act, Medicare was already banned from that practice. But right now, the VA and Medicaid still discriminate against patients with certain disabilities and long-term illness.
In passing this bill, it will mean that healthcare bureaucracies can no longer discriminate against the weakest and most vulnerable patients, and it will help ensure that people can get the health care that they need and that their doctors think best.
It was narrowly passed on a party line vote yesterday. The bill now heads to the Senate for consideration. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, one sleepy polar bear is making headlines in the wildlife photography world as a snapping polar bear picture got a major award. And looking outside, temperatures at 35 degrees, sunrise at 7:11, and it's already looking a little light out there. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have more in that first alert full forecast, and that's when we come back.
ET and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, Pai Gow, Heads Up Hold'em, or High Card Flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino where the locals play.
Quarterback gets ready, steps up, hands off the wrist to the running back.
Oh, Ritz.
He spins outside.
What you got there?
Avoids pressure. Stretches and brings it home.
When the hands that do the fixing need fixing. When the hands that do the caring need caring. That's a job for O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keeffe's for healthy feet.
People are switching to Spectrum Internet. Let's see why.
We count on Spectrum Internet and the advanced Wi-Fi to always keep us connected and protected.
It's so reliable and fast.
Get Spectrum Internet with 99.9% reliability for $49.99 a month with free advanced Wi-Fi, free modem, and free security suite for 12 months with no added taxes or fees and no contracts. Save even more with our new 2-year price guarantee when you level up to 1 gig. Call 1-833-548-4999 or scan to call.
Ever since we switched to Spectrum Internet, our daughter's curiosity has a new spark.
Now we're saving a ton.
Since Spectrum Internet is fast and reliable, we don't worry about interruptions.
Amazing!
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month with free advanced Wi-Fi. Save even more with our new 2-year price guarantee when you level up to 1 gig. Call 1-833-548-4999.
Call now.
It was snowing.
Icy, foggy, a mess.
I was driving slow.
I had studs. It was hard to see. I just wanted to get home.
He was sliding right towards me.
Spinning out of control. Slow motion. And then bam!
I got hurt bad.
hospital bills, insurance hassles. It was overwhelming.
So I called
Tamaki Law. Tamaki Law. Tamaki Law.
If you've been injured in an accident, call Tamaki Law. Take off for a flight over a pretty incredible bridge that most of us take for granted. I-82's Fridgie-Redmond Bridge on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday. On your side.
I'm not going to disagree with you.
Your leg is going nuts under the table right now. You're like a little chihuahua.
Next live, Camila Mendez from Upgraded.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. A picture of a napping polar bear curled up on an iceberg is the winner of this year's Wildlife Photographer of the Year People's Choice Award. So it's called Ice Bed. Oh, and that's for sure a mood. British amateur photographer Nima Sarakani captured the picture off Norway's excuse me if I say this wrong, Svalbard archipelago. He said he hopes it inspires a hope that there's still time to reverse climate change.
That's an amazing picture. More than 75,000 people voted in the competition, a record number. It was chosen from a short list of 25 images. Those were narrowed down from around 50,000 entries. In addition to the winner, there are 4 finalists. All 5 images will be exhibited at the Natural History Museum in London through June 30th.
And I remember seeing last year's pictures of the wildlife photography contest, and they are all so amazing.
Yes.
It's insane to get that kind of picture.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go look up the rest of those images.
I need to also, but that one probably might win or is going to win because of the polar bear. I mean, I think we all can relate to that, especially us morning people. Well, coming up on Good Morning Northwest, for the first time ever, the Super Bowl is partying in Sin City, and players and fans have been enjoying an eventful week of uniquely Las Vegas celebrations. We'll take a look when we come back. And looking outside, it's getting more light outside is coming now, and it's 35 degrees. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have your first alert full forecast. We'll be right back.
Say less, get more. Buy one, get one for $1. Choose from Bacon McDouble, McChicken, McDouble, or Hot and Spicy McChicken. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. We're unique, and we're here for all of life's occasions, all year long. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
It's time to play Get to Know the Raptors and Alice. Favorite food?
Pizza, duh. Ribeye steak, rare.
A bowl of cantaloupe the size of a swimming pool.
Favorite triple play attraction?
2 words, arcade.
The entire Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park. Zipline. It's great for talking with guests.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, ropes course, and many more. All attached to a cozy hotel.
Cantaloupe? Really? Steak? Really?
Let's get scratching. Let's get scratching.
There's still time to save with Bymart's latest membership savings book posted at bymart.com. Save in-store or online in every department through Monday, February 12th at Bymart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
This is Heart Health Awareness Month. To help stay fit, check your cholesterol and blood pressure on a regular basis. There's more at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Proudly sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health, your 5-star rated hospital. This is how we care.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Here sits the McDonald's hash brown, the side that makes every breakfast sandwich better. Let's all be more like the hash brown.
Your breakfast favorites are even better with a rich, medium iced coffee for just $2.29.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I-82's Fred G. Rittman Bridge on Fly the Northwest, Tuesday. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning and welcome back. We are starting off with cloudy skies this morning. No fog out there, so we can clearly see out of our sky cams this morning. That is a very nice change. The official sunrise 7:11, so we're about half an hour away from that. Sky brightening up a bit. Sunset just after 5 o'clock. So our number of daylight hours continues to increase as our days are technically getting longer as we go throughout the rest of the winter month and into the spring months. Visibility right now, 10 miles. So everywhere is clear. We don't have to worry about any visibility issues. The only spot seeing that fog reducing visibility is up toward Cle Elum. So if your travels take you to the north and west along I-82 there out of Ellensburg, that's where you will encounter some reduced visibility. But everyone else doing great this morning. 39 in Walla Walla, it's 35 in the Tri-Cities, 35 at Hanford, 34 in Yakima, and 31 degrees in Cle Elum. Now our winds are pretty light. All is quiet across the Pacific Northwest. There are some coastal showers rather, and we're waiting on an upper level disturbance which is going to drop out of British Columbia and bring us another chance for light rain and light snow overnight into tomorrow. And the snow will even add up to several inches, 5 to 8 inches possible across the northern blues into Washington and Oregon. That does include Bluewood. So you will get several more inches of additional snow by tomorrow. And we'll have that ski forecast coming up in just a minute. Here's what to expect across the region. A lot of clouds this morning, and then we'll see more sunshine during the afternoon. Temperatures are going to be several degrees above average. Hey, we'll take it this time of year. High temperatures around 50 degrees in the Tri-Cities, 50 in Hermiston, 45 Walla Walla. Clouds may hang tough most of the day across our easternmost communities. That's why the highs may be a little bit lower there in Dayton, Walla Walla, and Pendleton. Otherwise, 46 in Prosser and 49 degrees in Yakima. Tonight, our clouds will increase as this storm system dives in from the north and west. So it will bring us some light rain, at least to the lower elevations. Tri-Cities, mainly light rain, could mix in with some wet snowflakes from time to time, but nothing more than that. Where we will see the snow will be the blues, where we will see several inches, like I showed you, that winter weather advisory in effect. For Walla Walla and Pendleton, it'll probably be a mix of rain and snow with little to no accumulation expected. Tomorrow morning, there will be some wet weather around, rain mixing in with snow at times, so that could slow you down. And then we're drying out by Friday afternoon. We'll see more sunshine and temperatures will climb back into the mid and upper 40s. Let's talk about the big game because we have a big weekend ahead. Kickoff in Las Vegas, 3:30, 54 degrees. Vegas finally drying out after several days of rain. So they'll be dry today, tomorrow, and into the weekend. Temperatures in the 50s. And here is the forecast if you're hosting any parties or going anywhere. The weather won't slow you down. Temperatures around 46 degrees locally. Kickoff and then dropping into the lower 40s. Your 7-day forecast showing that tonight into tomorrow, that's when we'll have that chance for light rain mixing in with light snow. And then the weekend looking great. 49 Saturday, 46 with more clouds on Sunday. Yakima 49 today, middle 40s Friday, Saturday, and then those slight rain chances returning by next week. Walla Walla, we'll see that rain mixing with snow overnight into tomorrow. The weekend is looking drier. Same story for Hermiston, 50 today, and then drying out on Saturday. Let's talk about your ski forecast. We have Schweitzer Mountain brightening up a little bit, but we do have a lot of clouds out there at this time. We actually saw 2 inches of fresh snow overnight at Schweitzer Mountain, so that is certainly some good news, and they'll likely see more snow today into tonight and even into early Friday morning. Ski Bluewood picked up 3 inches overnight, 28 degrees today with more snow falling, and Ski Bluewood under that winter weather advisory, so they could see anywhere from 5 to 7 inches of snow between now and tomorrow. White Pass, 28 degrees, only recording a trace and will likely stay dry today. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And with this biggest sports day on the calendar now just a couple of days away, naturally a Super Bowl in Las Vegas is bound for some fun and a little mischief. Here's ABC's Danny New with more.
For the first time ever, the Super Bowl is partying in Sin City, and we have been enjoying an eventful week of uniquely Las Vegas celebrations. At opening night, the 49ers were partying with the Blue Man Group. And the Chiefs mascot, Casey Wolf, got dressed up as the King at Elvis Chapel. Actually, speaking of getting hitched in the desert.
And it's caught by Kelce for the touchdown.
Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce had to answer a question yesterday at his press conference about a certain bet folks are hammering in relation to him and his lady pal, Taylor Swift.
Do you know there's an actual bet that you guys get married at the Super Bowl? What do you say to that?
These bets are crazy.
Touchdown to Kelce.
Speaking of crazy, the Super Bowl prices. In an interview yesterday, Kelce family matriarch Donna Kelce said she doesn't expect to sit in a suite like we've grown so accustomed to seeing her because it's, quote, a pretty pricey Super Bowl. Well, here you go. According to the company running rentals for Allegiant Stadium, a 20-person suite is going for $1.8 million. And speaking of expensive buildings,
top story at 5, scaling the Sphere. Today, a Las Vegas man.
We knew there would also be some hijinks, right? See that little ascending white dot there? That's a 24-year-old political activist yesterday morning, climbing the new entertainment center, the Sphere. Here's what his associate had to say on the matter.
Super Bowl weekend was a good time to do it. The police officer said he got detained. He came back down and got detained.
And now to a powerful moment we can look forward to on Sunday. The NFL announcing yesterday that members of the Lahaina Luna High School football team will be honorary captains during the coin toss before the game. The team became a community rallying point after so many of the Lahaina residents lost their homes during the fires this past summer.
Mariota out of it, and he can fly.
In fact, Hawaii native and current Philadelphia Eagle Marcus Mariota will also be narrating a short introductory video before they take the field. Danny New, ABC News, New York.
We'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your weather forecast. But first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, urgent travel alert.
Tourists are a target-rich source for criminals.
An investigation underway abroad after Colombian authorities say 3 American tourists were killed under suspicious circumstances.
They're in a land that they don't really know. They may not speak the language. They don't know what's safe and what's not safe.
This comes amid a warning from the U.S. State Department following a string of murders potentially involving popular dating apps like Tinder and Grindr. In a travel advisory stating it has seen an increase in reports of incidents involving the use of online dating applications to lure victims, typically foreigners, for robbery by force or using sedatives to drug and rob individuals. And we'll have much more on this dangerous trend and how to protect yourself coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Matt Rivers, ABC News, Mexico City.
When your child has moderate to severe eczema, it's okay for them to show off. Show off their clearer skin and noticeably less itch with Dupixent. Because children 6 months and older with eczema have plenty of reasons to show off their skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, they can stay ahead of their eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your child's eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:52. We'll get to your weather forecast in a moment, but we begin with a look at this morning's top stories. A new bill currently in Washington could increase support for domestic violence victims. According to SARC, in Richland, the bill would ensure victims will be notified once their offender is released from prison. Executive Director Jody Garretson says stats show an offender is likely to try and contact the victim after release. Garretson says this bill will make sure victims know the state will support them by making sure a safety plan is in place once the offender is released. Election day is on the horizon for much of our area. 3 propositions have been put in front of voters in Benton County. It's the same with Franklin and Kittitas counties. Walla Walla County has 4 propositions to make decisions on, and in Yakima County, a total of 10 levies are on the ballot. Washington's elections are vote by mail, so ballots can be filled out and cast as soon as they're received. The deadline is Tuesday, February 13th at 8 p.m. to drop it off in your official ballot drop box or in the mail. And just in time, a new Benton County Election Center is on its way to Kennewick. According to the County Auditor's Office, work has begun transforming an old fire station on Okanagan Place into a brand new election center. An auditor's office spokesperson says workers at the new center will process and count ballots. It'll be operational in time for the November general election. Shanna Gardner, the West Richland woman who was extradited to Florida to answer for the alleged murder of her ex-husband, appeared in a Florida court yesterday. Along with her estranged second husband, Mario Fernandez, Gardner is accused of murdering her ex-husband and Microsoft executive Jared Bridgen. This was in front of his then 2-year-old child in 2022. Gardner moved across country from Florida to West Richland during their divorce, where she was found and extradited. Yesterday morning, the judge scheduled a pretrial hearing for next Wednesday, February 14th. The downtown Yakima parking moratorium has been extended by the city of Yakima for another 60 days as they try to figure out a more long-term plan. A special study session on parking concerns was held by the city council last month, and business owners said they feel the root of the issue is that while there's enough parking to go around, people don't feel safe if they're not close enough. While the council attempts to come to a solution, a hold was put on enforcing parking time limits for downtown, which means no more $50 tickets. Every February, schools around the nation celebrate National CTE or Career and Technical Education Month to give students the opportunity to explore career-related opportunities from the classroom. Not only are these classes a graduation requirement, they're also growing in popularity. Student enrollment in CTE courses have almost doubled in the Richland School District since 2019. And during National CTE Month, the school district does a focus on highlighting CTE students or programs to showcase the good things they're doing.
We're taking a live look out of our Legends Casino and Hotel camera, and we can see clearly out of the camera. That means that we are not tracking any fog outside this morning. That is a change from what we've been dealing with for the past 2 weeks. Now, we still have a lot of clouds out there, but we will see more sunshine as the day progresses. I want to show you the visibility map because that shows you that visibility is up this morning. The exception, Cle Elum, the Kittitas Valley, that is where some fog could slow you down due to that reduced visibility. Otherwise, temperatures are in the mid and upper 30s. We have seen some breaks in the clouds, therefore it is a little bit colder in some locations. 25 in Ellensburg, colder there. 34 in Yakima, it's 34 at Hanford, 35 in Prosser, 35 in the Tri-Cities, and 38 degrees in Pendleton. Here's what to expect today. The morning clouds will break up, giving way to plenty of sunshine this afternoon. Yakima, you should be in the lower 40s around noon, close to 50 later today. Tri-Cities, mid-40s at lunchtime, 50 degrees by 4 o'clock. And Walla Walla, I think you'll hold on to those clouds a little bit longer. Lower 40s by lunchtime, highs only in the middle 40s later today. So your 7-day forecast showing that tonight into tomorrow morning, that's when we'll have that chance for some light rain for the Tri-Cities, may mix with some snowflakes at times, but we're not expecting any impacts. Now across the Blues, that's where a winter weather advisory is in effect, and that's where we could see several inches of new snow, which is great for the ski resorts. We dry things out Friday afternoon. We may even see some sunshine late day. Look at Saturday, lots of sun, 49. If you're going to be hosting a party for the big game, we don't expect any weather to slow you down. 46 degrees, mostly cloudy, and then the weather pattern turning a little bit more active. Jessica?
For waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest.